Bangladesh, a land of rivers, a delta cradled by the Bay of Bengal. But this beauty hides a peril. Rising seas and relentless erosion threaten to swallow homes, villages, and dreams. In the late 1970s, the government launched bold land reclamation projects fighting back against the tide. Over 10,000 hectares of coastal land were reclaimed using sedimentation, turning water into soil, soil into hope. Chart development and settlement. In 1994, the Magna Estuary has seen over 30,000 hectares reborn, new land, new lives. With 170 million people packed into a small landmass, every inch of soil matters. Each year, 200,000 Bangladeshi lose their homes to erosion and cyclones. Where do they go? What land remains? Reclaimed land becomes more than shelter. It fuels agriculture, industry, and trade, the heartbeats of a growing economy. Families displaced by rivers find new homes, new farmland, school rises, clinics open, roads connect communities, and that's better overall.
And most importantly, jobs come in.
But challenges linger. In the early days, reclaimed lands lacked basic services, and disputes over ownership sometimes sowed tension among neighbors. Land reclamation is not just local, it's political. Cooperation with China on the Teesta River strengthens ties, yet disputes with India over water sharing reminds us that rivers ignore borders even when politics cannot. Reclaimed land breathes life into agriculture and fisheries. Ports expand, trade flourishes, jobs multiply. But progress is not free. Dredging, embankments, and maintenance demand enormous investment, a price Bangladesh must pay to keep the sea at bay. Reclamation protects against floods, builds embankments, and creates usable land, yet it disrupts fragile coastal ecosystems. Mangroves vanish, sediment flows shift, biodiversity suffers, gains come with losses. From mudflats to farmland, from despair to resilience, the visuals tell a story of survival and ingenuity. Bangladesh is not surrendering to the sea. It is reclaiming its future, 1 hectare at a time. Support sustainable land reclamation for a resilient Bangladesh. Here are some fun facts about land reclamation in Bangladesh. 1. Bangladesh actually creates new land naturally. Because Bangladesh sits on the world's largest river delta, its rivers carry massive amounts of silt. This sediment slowly builds up and forms new land.
2. The country gains about 18 to 20 square kilometers of new land every year. Studies show that Bangladesh gains roughly 52 kilometers squared of land each year from sediments and loses around 32 kilometers squared to erosion, meaning it still grows by about 20 kilometers squared annually.
3. The Magna River is the country's land-making machine. The Magna is one of the fastest-flowing rivers in South Asia, and it carries so much sediment that it creates brand new coastal land called chars.
Number 4. Some reclaimed areas are as big as whole cities. Major cross-dam projects have created land areas measuring hundreds of square kilometers large enough to fit entire city districts.
5. Reclaimed land is super fertile. Since the new land is mostly fresh river silt, it becomes very fertile after stabilizing, which makes it perfect for farming.
Number 6. It helps with Bangladesh's population pressure. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries on earth, so creating new land gives space for housing, farming, and infrastructure.
7. New land strikes new ecosystems. These newly formed chars attract birds, fish breeding grounds, and sometimes mangrove growth.
Number 8. Some reclaimed land protects the coast from storms. Strategically placed reclaimed land can slow down tidal waves and help reduce cyclone damage.
9. Bangladesh learned techniques from the Netherlands. The Netherlands, famous for land reclamation, partnered with Bangladesh on coastal planning and delta management.
Number 10. One project reclaimed over 1,000 kilometers squared of land. Between the 1950s and 1990s, cross dams in the Magna Estuary helped create more than 1,000 square kilometers of new land.